Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Roleplay Court of Swords. It's week 117 or something like that. Is that okay? Good.
You got it.
Nice.
Nailed it. Nailed it in one.
I got the heads up and the thumbs up. Heads up? No, the head nod and the thumbs up. Also known as a heads up. That's not all the kids are saying that.
A head up.
Yeah,
head up, thumb nod.
Yeah.
Thumb nod.
It's great.
Head up, thumb
I
nod.
feel like we're playing fucking 7-Up. Somebody can come around.
Heads
and
up,
tap
thumb
me
nod.
now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's the latest and greatest kids game. It's heads up, 7-Up. Everyone knows it.
Kids
It's
love
big.
that shit.
Yeah, it's big right now. Anyways, what's up? I feel like I haven't seen you guys in about 24 hours. It's been a good one.
Or less.
Probably
In
less.
my case.
Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna have much to talk about here. Let's focus in on Dan and just see if we can try to be as lucky as this man has been in recent shows. Dan, what have you been doing? What's your routine? How can one have as much luck as Mr. DansGaming?
I've been playing They Are Billions on 800% difficulty.
Okay, I'm not doing that. That I will not be doing.
And it's been taking everything I have, so maybe like it's the universe evening things out.
Okay.
I'm getting horribly murdered over here, but I'm doing really well over here, so it all evens out in the end.
Okay. All right. How many levels do you got left?
About halfway now.
Holy
it's been
shit! Really? It's
It's long.
And that's
Yeah,
just
the indicator on the bottom
difficulty.
is I've never beaten it, but I'm around 50% of the empire points gained, which I think is an indicator of how much I have left.
Okay. Good lord. Okay. What's the longest it's taken you on one level in terms of just time spent?
There took like 20 tries for one level, which was each try takes like anywhere between half hour to an hour.
Ooh.
To just like the beginning part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I finally got that one done last night. That was a pain in the ass.
Well, I mean, you're doing
The good
this
thing
to
about the
yourself,
campaign is
so-
every time you beat a level, you gain technology to like make yourself more powerful. So as you get further in, it starts getting easier because you have more tools available. So I'm finding that it's starting to get easier because I have all the tools I need to get through the beginning of the game and then towards the middle. But yeah, it's definitely you have to commit to it for a long time kind of game because it is absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
One of the hardest things I've ever played.
Jesus.
Damn.
It sounds it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely sounds like a nightmare. What about Dan's movie minute for the week? What have you seen any movies in the past week? Did you go check anything
I haven't.
out?
I need to go see Spider-Man. I hear that one's good.
Spider Dan.
Yeah.
Spider-Dan. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
It's good,
the
man.
song.
It's a good one.
That's what
Liked
they
it.
sing, Spider Dan. Yeah, I thought it was fine. I thought it was great. Like, my opinions on Marvel movies will always be the same, so I don't really need to explain anything.
So I basically when a new Marvel trailer comes out, I do two things. One, I watch it, and then two, I'm like, I wonder what JP thought of this, and then I go and look. To
Well,
see
I've
what you
stopped.
thought,
I've
because I
stopped
know
doing
that
it
you're
because
excited.
it's gotten down to the purest form. It's distilled over the years to where it's just for as many characters as I can fit in Twitter, and then there are my thoughts. That's all I got. Like, I'm already in. I will purchase the ticket no matter what, so they don't have to do much to boo me. We are supposed to be getting some news from San Diego Comic-Con later this month in terms of what they're doing for Phase 4. So that'll be pretty exciting.
Right.
Probably announcing a whole slew of movies that have already been in development because it's Hollywood and things leak. So that'll be fun. But apart from that, it's kind of Disney's just out there ruining childhoods apparently right now with all the news going around their trailers. So that's been fun.
We're in the point now where like I was talking to somebody about this where I haven't seen the Disney version of the movies that are getting remade now. Like I think Lion King is like the last animated movie, like Disney movie that I saw when I was a kid. I kind of stopped watching them after that, or like my parents stopped taking me to them or showing them to me. So I haven't seen Mulan at all.
Dude,
I've never seen it. So when everybody's getting all upset about it, and I'm like, I don't even know. I'm gonna watch the live action one, then I'll watch the animated one, and then we'll see.
The new Mulan,
We'll
I
see
think,
what
looks
think.
fucking dope. Like I mean, I
Looks
understand why
super
people
cool.
might be upset because their childhood is not the same movie, and the other ones are a little bit. That trailer looked fucking awesome. Like it looked great. I'm super into it. Yeah.
If I could make one recommendation that's of a Disney movie that you might actually like now, is Hunchback.
Yeah.
Adam.
Yeah.
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 Hunchback is good. It holds up. It's very has very adult themes. In that, like, the main bad guy sings about hellfire and that kind of stuff, and he talks about like sending
like
someone to
hellfire.
hell and shit like that.
Yeah.
And it's very well done. The music is awesome. It's my favorite Disney movie.
Yeah,
And
cool.
then
yeah,
Adam,
that one definitely came out after I like stopped watching them as a kid.
Adam, once you watch The Hunchback of Notre Dame, you can then play Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance and play
Finally.
The Hunchback of in there. It's great. It's a great.
I hate to say this, JP, but I watched the speed run of Kingdom Hearts 3. And it made me want to play it.
Really? Man, Kingdom Hearts 3 is a rough game to recommend, I gotta say. I have to be real honest.
It looks beautiful. Like the music and the sights and sounds, stuff like that. Maybe the gameplay is tough or hard to get used to or whatever, but
no, it's actually perfectly fine. It's too easy. Like I kind of want to replay that game.
Too easy. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to replay that game with Proud Mode now that it's out and see if it's any better. But yeah, it's a rough game to suggest because the other thing is, if you maybe it might actually be fun watching you play Kingdom Hearts 3 without any story prior to playing it, because you're just going to be lost for like 30 hours, just completely dumbfounded as to what's happening, and that'd be pretty fun. So I don't know, maybe you should do that if you got time. Just add it to the list, Zeke. Just play some Kingdom Hearts 3. Might be a good
What's
time.
in the fucking box?
Yeah.
I'm so mad about that.
Well, I mean, they had to do that, right? Like, they had to leave something. I don't know. Here's what I want. I want a Final Fantasy XIV Kingdom Hearts 3 crossover. That's what I want to be able to wield the Keyblade on my fucking cat girl wearing my Vieira pantaloons with my ass hanging out like Fran from Final Fantasy XII while chilling on my giant cactuar mount that I got from the Gold Saucer for 2 million MGP. You know what I'm saying? Can y'all relate to that?
Yeah, I mean, shameless crossover is a thing that Japan does really, really well, and like without blinking, right? Where they're just like, I don't know, people like this and they like that other thing. Let's throw it together, and sometimes it's really cool. Sometimes like North American game developers would be much less likely to do that, but with Japan, they're like, yeah, fuck it. Yeah. Like, here you go. So the chances of getting Kingdom Hearts content in Final Fantasy XIV, or like, I want to know when, and I guess if they do another Kingdom Hearts or whatever, I want to know when they're going to start doing Star Wars and Marvel.
I mean,
and like
that's
all
the
that
thing,
stuff,
right?
like deeply in Kingdom Hearts, right?
Yeah.
Disney owns so much stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, who knows? Strange. I mean, we'll see. Yoshi P was out there this morning saying that he wants to do a Final Fantasy. Yoshi P's the director of Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah. He wants to do a crossover with World of Warcraft and Diablo. So he's just like,
yeah, sure.
He's like, fuck it, let's just do some crazy shit. They have a Nier raid coming out later this year. Nier is going to be in Final Fantasy XIV, so that's cool. So they're all about the crossover stuff, but a World of Warcraft crossover with Final Fantasy XIV would be a strange thing.
So weird.
That would be like, would Thrall just like pop up and fucking just tell the Warrior of Light, Loktar Ogar?
He's dead, so we can't.
Is he?
Yeah, but that doesn't really matter.
No, he's not. Did they actually kill him?
Is he? Oh,
No.
I think he's like
He was in a
vanished
cutscene
somewhere.
with. Yeah, he was. Well, no, he left. He said fucking and left.
He left somewhere. Yeah, he left. That's right.
When Chris Metzen left Blizzard, they said fuck it because they didn't want to. They didn't want to redo the voice.
He left to go to the world of Final Fantasy XIV.
There. Well, maybe.
All right, of course.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, anything else, Dan, besides They Are Billions, or has that consumed your life the past week?
That's just been my last week. Is that game?
Yeah, that's rough.
It's one of those games.
That's true. That's true. Max, I just saw you take a sip of Red Bull. Is that our sponsor for the week?
That is our sponsor for the week.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I need to stop drinking as much Red Bull, but it's just been like lack of energy because I've been doing a lot of shit during the day to like around the house, you know, to unpack and also manage. Earlier, my plumbing was just completely fucked. Have you ever flushed your toilet, JP, and just watched poo water come out of the shower drain?
No, it sounds like you got some tubes crossed there, Max.
as I have a bit ago.
That's some pretty
The
shitty plumbing.
entire plumb. Shut the fuck
Hey.
up. The entire plumbing was like.
We'll see you next week, guys.
Was fucked up and clogged. So thankfully we had a plumber come out, but the landlord initially was like, "Can you guys wait till tomorrow?" And we're like, "So you just not use the bathroom until tomorrow?" Like, no, this needs to be fixed today. It's an emergency.
Dude, emergency plumbers are fucking expensive. They will charge you
it's not
so
my
much
fault
money.
that the pipes decided to fuck up. We haven't done anything crazy. Like, yeah, that happened. So both showers were spewing out poo water anytime the toilets were flush, and the toilets were not flushing properly. They were just filling up with water and then slowly draining, back in.
Yeah. I wonder if your
every time I tried to
septic
plunge
tank
it,
is
you know what I
full.
mean? No, it's been fixed now. Like, he came out and there was a blockage, and he removed it from the outside, like access to the plumbing unit, or plumb.
I remember the last time I had to call an emergency plumber was on a Saturday. So it was a weekend. So there was a weekend fee. Plus there was an emergency fee because my roommate had, those like plastic flossers that you can get instead of like the normal floss, you get the little plastic flossers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Instead of throwing those away, they were going down the toilet. And so they, after like 4 or 5 of them got flushed and didn't flush because they can't fit through the pipe, they got stuck in the pipe. So we had to call an emergency plumber. And it was several $100, like almost $1,000 to get it fixed on a weekend. So
There's people out there that just don't realize that it's not just like it's not like just this fucking pit that it goes to. It's not like an incinerator. You can't just like throw anything in there and it's fine. Like, it's like, whatever, hook it in the toilet. That's okay.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think I think his reasoning was that they said they were like biodegradable or whatever on the package.
Well,
but
they say that also about the like flushable wipes that I've used for a while here too. And the more and more I've looked into those, I'm pretty sure they are biodegradable. But the thing is, they don't degrade, I would think, to like quickly enough in order for a blockage.
Yeah, it's not about biodegradability. It's about solubility in water, and they just jam up in the pipes. Yeah.
Yeah. But of course all the companies market it as flushable because they know everybody's going to buy it, right? And
Yeah.
that's what happens. So I will be using my flushable wipes with a specific trash can where I can dispose of them, much like a diaper, except not a diaper.
Okay.
Have you ever seen the pictures of the fatbergs made by those flushable wipes?
Oh yeah, that whole thing is just
Yeah.
The fat
like
birds,
garbage
what?
garbage land masses are so fascinating and such a modern contrivance, right? Like we've been building up trash in like biotrash in the pipes of every major city for hundreds of years. And then we got the big island of plastic that's just swirling around in the ocean. It's nuts.
Oh yeah, the one
We're
that's like twice the size of Texas.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's fucking
Yeah, no,
terrifying.
people mistake that it's like a finished, like it's a mass you could walk around on. It isn't. It's very dispersed, but the parts per million of plastic is still really, really high, and you can track it like swirling around in the ocean. It's terrifying. Yeah, it's nuts.
That's terrifying.
Anyways, that's what I did.
Fun in the past 24 hours. Hey, it's been
productive.
eventful.
On a good note and productive note, I installed my Ring Video Pro whatever doorbell. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I installed it because apparently I know I clicked like add the service plan when I bought it on Amazon to have somebody come out and do it professionally, because I was like, well, I'd rather just have them do it. They know what they're doing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then just looked on Amazon after like several days of it going by and like, oh, it just didn't go through. So I've been waiting for someone to show up and install this thing that's never coming. So I went out, bought a drill. I thought I had a drill. Turns out I had an impact driver.
That's not a
Who
drill.
knew?
Yeah.
That's not a drill. It's just for screwing things down.
Yeah.
And then I drilled it and added the little stuff, and yeah, it works.
Nice.
I did it.
You got it. You got it connected to the app.
All connected.
Man, I use that thing every single fucking. It's the greatest. It's so good.
It's yeah. I knew I was gonna get it too, because we're no longer in like a gated community, so anybody can just come up and do whatever the fuck they want if they wanted to. So I wanted to have some sort of deterrent or ability to,
They're super common too. So once you get on the app, you can see everyone in your neighborhood that has one. You can't like watch their fucking front door, but anyone in your neighborhood that has like someone tracking motion, or if there's like a robbery or someone's been stealing Amazon packages, they'll post about it and it'll give you a warning that it's happening, and it'll like record your front door for the next like 48 hours or whatever. just in case something like that happens.
Is that like
So-
the neighbor app or whatever you're talking about?
Yeah,
Or-
it's just the Ring app. It connects to all that stuff.
Oh, it
and
goes
it'll
through
show
the
you-
Ring app. It like pings stuff on there.
Yeah, and so it'll tell you like if a crime or a robbery or something like that happens in a certain mile radius, it'll let you know that all that stuff's going on. It's pretty helpful. It's kind of cool. It's connected in a way that's useful and not too scary that it's connected.
The only thing that's concerning, making sure there's no sensitive information. Okay. So you see this little red circle right there?
Yep, I have that same. Yeah.
Oh, it just okay. It says it has.
Actually,
it's
I don't
not-
have that
it's not
red
re-
circle. I don't know why you have that red circle.
I have that because it said the front door is not receiving enough power. But when I go to live view, totally fine.
Huh.
Works fine.
I don't know.
So, oh no,
I don't know.
I'll look into that later. But
Maybe it didn't
seems
wire
pretty
it
neat.
well. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah. Good on you for doing some home improvement, you know?
I did it. I did it myself. I drilled into a brick wall, JP.
Yeah.
I felt like a man.
Yeah,
I felt a couple extra chest hairs sprout out while I was doing it,
it's true.
and
You
that's
got
why I
some
look all
gray in your
scraggly.
beard. That's where it came from. It's because you did that drill.
I just got gray in my hair in general, man.
Don't dye here. Let's just if
I'm
you
not
have
gonna dye my
gray in
hair.
your beard, we're all
I'm not
beard
gonna dye my hair.
people
Don't worry.
here. Don't dye your fucking beard.
I'm
Don't
not
do
dyeing it. I'm embracing it. Amanda doesn't care. She kind of likes it. That's fine. That's all I give a shit about. So, totally just gonna be a salt and pepper guy.
Good. I had a friend that dyed their beard for like 4 years, and I was like, "Why are you look so stupid? Your entire beard is completely different color than your hair. Stop it. You're gonna look like Adam." Is what I'm trying to say.
I was just gonna say, fuck you, JV.
It was like different hues. It wasn't like pink and then facial hair. It was like super black with like brown. It looked real dumb. Yeah.
And somebody in chat, Tailtool, was asking if I used anchors. Of course I used anchors. I'm not.
You gotta use anchors.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Everyone knows you got to use anchors.
Gotta.
Gotta use anchors.
Yeah.
What else? Oh yeah, and that's why I look all like disheveled and whatever, because I wasn't able to take a shower on account of the poop water in my shower.
Like out of the poop water.
Yeah,
Good.
you gotta have a poop guy come in there and clean all that out. You know.
I was
Someone's
just
gotta
about
do
to
that.
go. I was discussing before the show with Adam, like, fuck, I really have to pee, and we're about to go live. And I won't be able to really get up until like 2 hours. Because I try not to. I try not to unless I really have to go. So I was gonna just pee in the backyard, and I was like, let me check with the plumber first before I just go. Pee.
What?
I'm not gonna go if the plumber's working on the toilets and stuff, and he has to come in and stuff. I'm not gonna give him like a fresh thing of pee to be like, smell that pee while you're working on the toilet.
You only have one
I was just gonna go pee
restroom.
in the yard. I have two. They're both affected. It was the whole
Oh,
plumbing.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all like connected.
I'm not gonna question this anymore. This is too much toilet talk for the show. We're moving on.
No, just
Super water.
they don't mind like if you pee on them while they're working.
Some might actually consider
least-
that a.
I think you get your plumber
a
from a
tip.
different number, Zeke. I think maybe.
What,
Just
don't-
marking your
yours isn't
territory,
Like
you know?
one 900 poop guy.
Well, you mean your plumber doesn't come over and fix your sink?
Wait
and
a
then
minute.
Fuck you.
What?
That's not like a normal plumber thing.
Hold on. I think
Yeah,
Zeke
I
is
mean,
laughing.
He
Didn't you
cleans your
find it
pipes
weird
and
that
then
he
he
had a film
cleans your
crew with him?
pipes.
Right? Like I thought that's what plumbers did. Yeah, I've seen those documentaries.
Didn't you
I
think it was
feel
really
like-
weird when a guy in the chair was asking you to like do another take, and could you ask it this way while they filmed it?
I feel like Joey at the suit shop from Friends when he's like, yeah, they cup it and move it to measure your inseam, and he's
Yeah.
like, no one does that. No tailors do that.
Oh man. I just like the fact that 1-800 poop guy could actually be a real number.
900 though. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
1-800.
1-800, 1-900, whatever.
Poop
Like poop guy should
guy.
that someone should own that number.
I double dare you.
Right now. I'm gonna look it up.
What would that
I'm
be?
gonna
No way somebody doesn't have that number.
I'm gonna
already.
call it right now.
What would that be? That would be 7667489.
This is like the reverse of those crank call shows, except we're about to get cranked. Like, yeah, I'll just call this random number.
The call you are attempting to place is not allowed from this line.
Oh, not allowed.
Wow.
I don't know.
can't-
One
Do you have-
900 numbers are not allowed on
You
my
have to go
phone.
get your burner phone. real quick.
great.
for that
Get your
zero.
We gotta get a
Poop guy phone.
landline.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe 1-800 would do. Let's try that.
Yeah, 1-800 would probably work.
Poop OP guy GUY. There we go. See if 1-800 poop guy.
It's the world we
God,
live in now.
I hope it's a plumber so bad.
This call may be recorded for quality assurance.
Sounds
We have a
official.
special promotion today for select callers. If you are over 50, please press 1 now. If not, press 2.
Wait, what?
If you are 25 years or older, press 1. If you
Wait,
are under 20, if you'd like to take a vacation in the next year, press 1. If not, press 2.
Wait, hold on. What?
What, Sarah?
What is that number? What is
1-800 poop guy.
what?
You must
Interview
not
guy.
realize that it's probably maybe it's a vacation place, like a vacation
What the hell?
broker or whatever. Booker.
Yeah. No, I'm guessing it's like a miscommunicate or number, like Penn Island.
Yeah.
You know, like penis land, like that kind of shit. It's like just
Uh,
call it
it's a poop guy that
1-800.
doesn't even
Penn
realize it's a poop guy.
Man,
800 poop guy.
what a number. Well,
Fantastic. What a world we live in.
what a world we live in.
We used to prank each other in high school because we used to have a grocery store called Butcheries.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Anyone have a Butcheries? Okay,
Yeah,
we
I
had
know what those are.
We would tell people like, hey, could you see if Butcheries has like steak on sale or something like that? Just call 1-800 Butcheries, and it's actually 1-800 butt sex. So we don't call that
Perfect.
number.
Good. Fantastic.
Nice, nice. Well done, well done. Adam, anything to discuss? Or I feel like we're
Yeah.
good. Should we just start the show, or have you done anything in
We
the past
can start the
24
show. I
hours?
want to say this though. I want to say
Okay.
this because I don't think anyone else in this group has or will seen this. Maybe Dan. I went and saw a movie, and it was as good as I had hoped. And I hate when a movie comes out that I'm really excited about because I'm like worried I'm going to go and it's going to be terrible and it's going to upset me that it was bad.
Yeah.
But I went and saw Midsummer. And it
Oh
was
yeah.
fucking awesome. It
I
was
read the
so good.
Wikipedia
It was
about that.
really, really good. Yeah, it was really cool.
That's about as far as I need.
It felt
to-
like
to
a
go.
really good follow-up movie after Hereditary, and it felt like the director was like, "Yep, I proved my point. I can make a good horror movie. Now I can kind of like take my time and like let this one breathe a little bit." It was great. It was
I
horrifying.
heard it was funny.
Yeah, there were parts in it with like there are moments that because you if you include a little bit of humor, Hereditary was like this too. If you include occasional moments of humor in a horror movie, then when you come back to it being scary, it's more scary
Right.
because you relaxed for a little bit. You were just like, oh, a funny thing. Oh God, oh, what's happening? Yeah,
Right.
like it's. Yeah, that's true. There are a few moments in it where you're just like, and I think it leans into surreality a lot more than Hereditary did. So there are a lot of moments where you're just like, what the fuck is going on? And it's like that can be funny too because you're just like
Sure.
confused. But yeah, I really, really enjoy it. I'm gonna go see it again before it's out of the theater
Nice.
for sure. Like definitely gonna go see it.
Nice. Are you gonna go see?
So if you like horror movies, go see
you
it.
gotta go see Endgame before it's out of theaters again. Is that also on your list?
Oh, because it came back, right? Yeah.
I'm not even gonna go see it. I'll pick it up. On
I don't
Impact.
think so because it was long enough the first time. Yeah, they added some like bonus.
They're trying to beat
material or-
Avatar, is why they re-released it before it comes out on Blu-ray or whatever at the end of the month. So
Oh.
One other thing Marvel wise, and I will say this without any kind of spoilers because Dan hasn't seen the movie, but I feel like because they do the two end credit scenes, right? They do the first one and then they do the end one.
Yeah.
The first after the movie scene in the most recent Spider-Man movie was maybe my favorite
Oh,
post
yeah.
movie scene. Like I shouted with surprise and delight when it happened.
it's great.
And I was so excited. I was so excited about that.
It's
That made
really
me happy.
good.
That's the like best moment I've had in a movie theater in a long time. It blew
It's
my
really
mind.
good.
I was so excited.
The final one,
very cool.
the final
Yeah.
post-credit scene, was my moment of shouting, especially
Yeah.
the last like 5
Yeah.
seconds because of the implications of what it actually means. So
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It was pretty
they were
cool.
both good.
Yeah.
It was a good movie. Jake Gyllenhaal's almost better than the movie. Was watching the press interviews that Jake Gyllenhaal and Tom Holland did, because Jake Gyllenhaal
Yeah.
is just a fucking weird guy in the best ways
Yeah.
possible, and so his interviews are just fucking weird. He'll just like
Yeah.
they'll try to get him to spoil the movie, and he'll just start making shit up and being super serious. And Tom Holland plays a straight guy, so he just kind of like stares at him like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" The entire. It's really good. They're worth watching it for sure.
Saw a preview for
trying
the
to find-
Joker before that.
Oh yeah, that's
I
good.
was about to say, I'm trying to find a movie that has Jake Gyllenhaal and Joaquin Phoenix in it because I feel like Jake Gyllenhaal is like the funnier, nicer Joaquin Phoenix.
I would agree
when it
with
comes
that.
to like being weird that way.
I'd agree to that. It looks good though. You should definitely go see the Joker when it comes out. I'm excited for that movie.
DC
Anyways,
needs a win.
do what? Oh
DC could use a win.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They could use a lot of stuff for sure.
Last thing too.
Yeah.
Guess what? Also, I found out how I started today. Geek Squad told me that they're coming.
Who?
And they're like, it's just a simple TV connect, right? Like, no, you're mounting a 75-inch TV on a full-mounted swivel thing. That's what I told the
Wait, you have
order.
the Geek Squad coming out to your house?
I was going to have them do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a bold move there with the Geek Squad.
You hang a 75-inch TV with a full swivel mount by yourself, dickhead.
We did.
I could see it. I could
upstairs,
see it for
you've
an
seen it.
installation of a TV, not for like any other thing. Like, I mean, they can come over. They could install your PS4 games for you.
Here's
if you want.
yeah. My biggest deal about the Geek Squad is not necessarily that they're going to do a bad job. It's that those guys are probably going to be people that watch Twitch, and then they're going to know where you live, and that's the scary part to me.
I got a ring. It's fine.
That's true. You got that ring. Yeah, you can just make sure. Let them know.
Yeah.
You let them know.
Yeah, and the thing is, I've talked about this before. Like, anyways, the point is they fucked up the order. So the guy's like, "Yeah, I didn't know that. It says that it's supposed to be just connecting. It's just me today. I have no one else that can help. So you're gonna have to probably go into the local Austin like Best Buy and talk to them that way because they always fuck it up a lot of times when you call like the main number apparently. And Jesus fucking Christ. So I'm probably have to wait like another week in order till my big TV gets installed.
Well,
That's how I started my day. And then poop water. Let's do D&D. I don't care anymore.
Okay. All right. Let's roll the recap. Here we go.
Previously on Court of Swords. Ramus continues to be the most popular girl in school, while Berg, Maharib, and Amira drink and wait for their new ally to make good on her promise to help them escape the city and this shadowy hell altogether. Broken Promises makes her way into the comedy, bribing a court official to get an audience with a member of royalty. Unable to sit still, while she waits, she decides to investigate a mystery. The courtiers are slipping away audience members one by one for some strange purpose. She follows all the way down to what must be the entrance to the wolf pit. And in the last moment, changes her mind and heads back upstairs. There, she's invited to meet with the page and the knight, who offer Yotazo's body and the diviner they need in exchange for all her secrets. She agrees, and they are removed by force. A member of the backstage crew of the comedy arrives at the tea house and summons Maharib, Berg, Amira, and King Ramus the Great into the street, where it uses magic to return first Little Action, strung out and weak, then Yota's much-abused corpse, and finally, a confused Broken Promises. Taking everyone back inside, Maharib reads a note stuffed into the mouth of their former friend, whose body suddenly animates and attacks them. One last joke from the comedy. All black lotus petals and deadly silt. They dispatch the creature, and in a fiery funeral, pay their last respects. The party prepares to leave Opportunity, find the vein, and get the hell out of here.
Nice. I like the dramatic pause there, Adam. You're getting good at these.
Thank you.
We should
Thank
get
you.
the
Yeah, I figure.
what's his name?
Figure if this Twitch thing doesn't work out, I can just always become the previously on guy for like HBO shows.
Oh, I was thinking of the movie. That guy died, right? Don.
I could do that too.
What's his
Yeah,
name? What was the
Don
movie,
Movie
guys?
Phone guy.
Don.
The guy with the golden voice.
Yeah. I've seen the.
world.
Don
LaFontaine.
What's his name, Max? I think.
It's
Yeah.
Don LaFontaine.
It's what? It's what?
It's Don LaFontaine.
Oh, okay. All right. Everyone got that? It's what's his last
felt
name?
like no one was
His first
hearing me.
name is
That's why I
Don
was like, I don't know if
LaFontaine,
I'm
but what's his last name,
transmitting 'cause, you know.
Max? What's his last name?
LaFontaine.
Oh, so his first name's Dan?
Don.
Oh, Don LaFontaine.
The fucking Don of
Just
voiceover.
being an
Yeah,
ass.
Don LaFontaine. There he is.
All right. Goals. Let's do them. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's do it. Don LaFontaine. So, Ramus.
Dormice. Go ahead.
Dormice.
Big Ramus. Your goals are find the aorta claim, escape the necropolis, and learn how to use the vein to get back to the world. Broken Promises, your goals are lead us safely out of the city, traverse the vein, and learn if it's possible to survive on the other side. Berg, your goals are leave the city, traverse the vein, and escape the void. And then Maharib, I have escape the void, honor the oath between Amira and Broken Promises, and convince Bugfucker to let us stay with him.
Indeed.
So, you've left the tea house behind with the intention of leaving the city. But as you leave the tea house, you walk out into the city, you can see, I think, you can hear, and that we're aware as an audience of a spreading chaos in the city. That in the advance of the arrival of the Fool in verse in person, the carnival of blood and terror has spread out of control. If the city could be on fire, it would be, but they don't have that kind of fire here. So I think even in this district, as you leave the tea house and you walk into the streets of this district are eerily empty. There's no sign of the soldiers that were wandering the streets before on patrol. There's no sign of the villagers that would normally be occupying this neighborhood. Everyone has either gone into their homes and shut the doors. You can see several buildings, several bars whose doors and windows are all barred shut now. And you can see apartments and homes, windows and doors shut as well. And you can hear, even at this distance, somewhere on the other side of the city, you can hear chaos. You can hear the cacophony of strange instruments being played chaotically. It seems that chaos has overtaken opportunity. Where do you go? What are you going to do?
Well, we're following Broken Promises, so...
I think the idea is to meet up with Mr. Nice Guy and get the fuck out of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. I don't off the top of my head remember exactly what Mr. Nice Guy said. I think he said, I'll meet you later. Where would you meet him? Where would be the place where you would go? It certainly can't be Miss Tippett's.
Sure.
No, it would be somewhere like on the border, like not at the gate, but like somewhere along, like a house along the border of the gate.
Okay, somewhere near the edge of the city.
Or the border of the town. Yeah, border of Opportunity.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, now Opportunity isn't a walled city, but there are watchtowers around the outside. It's split into different districts. So there's the three Mara, and they have their own districts, and each of them borders the edge of the town. But the city is governed, by which I mean its gates for you are governed at any given time by one of the three. Though at this point, that order, that alliance or shifting power, that's done. That's all been thrown out the window. So you want to just like walk down the main street and head towards one of the gates, or
if we were to arrange a meeting spot, it would definitely not be something that was Basilica controlled, because they'd be definitely looking for me, and they'd have like people out looking, because I would have betrayed them by then or by now. Mm-hmm. So it would be somewhere where maybe the comedy and the Dragon Knights, like where their territory meets. So it's kind of like a no man's land, like one way or the other, kind of like a DMZ or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and that's a great way of describing it, right? Like this city has kind of an interzone feel where there are distinct, you walk from one neighborhood to another and suddenly you're in a different country. So you think that the meeting place is somewhere between the edge of the comedy's territory and the territory of the Dragon Prince, Dragon Knight?
Yep.
Okay. The Lodge Glorious is the word I was looking for there. Okay. Okay. So that means you're traveling through Lodge territory, which is actually good for you because it seems to be the place where the chaos is the least present, right? It is the wedge of order that remains, as according to the nature of of its lord. So you wanna try to make your way there. What does that look like? You've got your friends with you. You're carrying along 2 extra people, right? You have Amira, and we have Little Action, who currently is still pretty fucked up, like to the point of he's having trouble walking on his own.
Well, yeah, Ramus
right.
fucking like gave him a
Yes.
round.
Yeah,
there any
Ramus
kind of-
mainlined him that good shit. So
Yeah.
Is there any kind of people that don't get fucked with? And I'm not saying like that they're tough, but they're like the medics on a battlefield. Like you don't really shoot at those guys.
Or like rules or whatever to.
No.
If
Okay.
I'm playing a
Not-
fucking
not-
FPS, medics are going down first fucking
not
shot. Okay?
right. First rule:
We got a
violate
real
the Geneva
battlefield.
Conventions. So
Those are real battlefields, Zeke. How dare you?
Formerly, yes. Members of the like people who are owned by an opposing Mara, you don't fuck with them because that might invite their superior's wrath, who might invite the wrath of the Mara themselves, who might displease your master, right? So the neighborhoods would keep fairly separate. There are places like the Gray Market where everybody would go and hang out, right, and get flesh crafted and hang out and do business with the vein hunters. You would guess, based on the current political climate of opportunity, that all of that stuff is gone.
Well, I'm gonna say
All
like
out the window.
if this shit is madness, then like we're gonna get fucked with no matter who we are. So it doesn't really matter if we try and disguise ourselves or anything like that. It's just gonna be like if they're gonna fuck with us, they're gonna do it anyway. So I don't see the point in hiding. Well, hold on. Let me actually RP this. How about?
Yeah, maybe the group of you should discuss it. Yeah.
So I turn to the group as soon as we like have a second after all of that hubbub was done, and we're heading out, and we've decided to go meet up with Mr. Nice Guy. And I kind of turn to the group. Well, the city is dissolving into chaos now. And whereas before my station with the Basilica would protect me, now it will not. Now no one is protected. Everything crumbles. So I don't see any reason to disguise ourselves or anything like that. I'm not saying we shout from the rooftops who we are and where we're going, but I'm definitely saying I don't think we need to be all that concerned with if we're going to be accosted or not. Because if people are going to accost us, they're going to do it no matter what we're wearing. So I say we make as safe a passage as we can. I mean, we can still creep along and stick to the side streets and shadows and that kind of thing, but I don't think there's any reason not to make the straightest path to the meeting place with Mr. Nice Guy. Anybody else have any thoughts?
I'm probably just looking about. I'm kind of checking out the surroundings to see if I can already sense the city start to have like an uprising or anything like that. But if there's not any like real threat at them, I don't know if I can detect anything like that from just what I see or hear.
Well, so what are you trying to do here? You're trying to just like get a read on the situation based on where you're at, or are you like listening for something?
I'm basically trying to
tell
like check the pulse of the city to see what's happening.
Make an insight check.
These are so bad. Can I get advantage maybe with Broken Promises helping me out?
I think Broken Promises is focused on getting you out of here.
Okay. What about
it's
Amira?
hard for perception stuff. It's hard to check. But yeah, I mean, you could ask, like you have to ask for help. So Amira is standing nearby. But how would you get her to help?
I'll just make the roll by itself. It's fine.
Okay.
It worked out.
Not bad. You got 16. Okay, so there is a feeling here that I think reminds you of like an old story maybe your like grandmother told you about earthquakes. And now an earthquake was what happened when a great earth spirit felt the weight of all the people on its back, all the people and the trees and the monsters and the rivers and like everything that lived on its back. And it got tired of carrying everyone around, and like a dog shaking off water, tried to shake everybody away. And she used to tell you this story because she always said that you could hear it. Like that there was a feeling you could kind of hear in the air before the earthquake started, before the dragon shook its back. And this is what that feels like. It feels like you're standing out here in this like environment of total silence where there's nobody, there's nothing, but everything is in pristine shape. And in the distance, you can feel a rumbling. You can feel this frisson, this like negative energy, and things are about to earthquake. Everybody's going to get thrown down. And so that story comes back to you. And, yeah, and maybe like we just see like some pamphlets or something like blow by to illustrate how quiet it is. And yeah, like Berg, you're even though it's not an immediate like spider sense type situation, your natural inclination to sense danger is going off like crazy. Like you feel your hackles are up.
Okay.
Did we talk beforehand about or last time about using like aortas, like tubes throughout the city to get out or to travel?
I like it way better if we call them tubes instead of tunnels.
Not really.
Yes.
I don't think we?
You didn't talk about it, but it's certainly possible.
Yeah, we kind of just like stepped outside is where we ended, was us going to find Mr. Nice Guy.
I just remember his name being brought up.
Who, Aorta?
Yeah.
That's because Dan told the druggie that they had killed him.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would I would Broken Promises know anything about those tunnels?
No. That's a secret even kept from you.
Okay.
Okay. So I will not mention them.
Sure. So I'm 5 or 10 feet off. I'm just judging the town to see what I think, and I start walking back towards the group, and specifically at Broken Promises to answer your question. We need to go immediately. We should not waste time. This town is going to shit, and we need to be on the outside. So, if you have a direct route, Broken Promises, by all means.
Yes. Right this way. I'm gonna start leading the party. Okay, go ahead, Dan.
Well, I should have mentioned this earlier, but there are tunnels beneath the city we could maybe journey through to avoid the streets.
Have you been in them before?
That's true. That's where we...
It's a giant sprawling network of tunnels underneath the city that Aorta used to inhabit, but now he's dead and they're empty.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Will they lead us to the edge of the city?
Seem to
or
go
even outside?
They seem to go everywhere in the city. They may even lead out of it. I don't know. I've never traveled very far in them.
Well, the problem with that lies in direction. Because unless they're absolutely straight, there's going to be twists and turns, and there's chances that we may get lost. I can guide us when I'm above ground.
Did they seem well traveled when you were there last? If you know about them, others will as well.
Well,
No, the entrances are
complicated.
Yeah. The entrances are kind of forgotten about. It looks like it seems like they were once known about, but the knowledge has been lost. Every entrance is kind of hidden off the beaten path.
Well, do you think this would be the best choice? Because I'm all for it. If so,
my fear would be.
I don't know. Like
the people.
If you think we'll be fine traveling up here, then that's fine. I just suggest
in the middle of the conversation, like as you're like conversing, there is a deep, sudden thrum. There's a burst of sound, low vibration, like somewhere in the distance, and you turn and you see what looks like a geyser of greenish light erupting from somewhere in one of the other neighborhoods. There's debris. It looks like a building exploded. There are chunks of rock that get thrown up in the air and land somewhere out throughout the city. And now there's this kind of like greenish miasma like gushing up out of the ground off in the distance, like near the horizon.
As that
Oh
happens,
my God, Cersei, she wouldn't.
Yeah, somewhere a 10-year-old falls out of a tower. Yeah, so that's a thing.
Okay. As that happens with a louder voice, I'm just like, we need to move now. I do not feel comfortable being underground with the city collapsing on itself.
Very well. Are we agreed?
Yes, move quickly. Let's just get out of here.
Fair enough.
Let's go.
I say,
Maharib, you may have to carry your friend there, the Vein Hunter.
yeah, not a problem.
So when you turn to look at Little Action is just staring at the cloud that's like gushing up out of the ground. And for just a second, when you follow his gaze to look at it, you see that the sort of, it's like a geyser of like water vapor almost, but it's almost like an illusion. Like you look at it and there's a shimmer and you swear you can see blue sky and clouds in the like shimmering amongst the greenish light.
I think I get lost stuck or staring at that for a second or so. Then I just like scoop Little Action up. That's his name,
You
right?
just
Little
grab
Action?
him. Yep. He mumbles something helplessly, but doesn't.
Yeah. The second that he like fights back or anything like that, I'm just gonna attempt to
Oh,
knock
he's
him out.
completely pliant right
Okay,
now.
great.
He'll go wherever the fuck he's dragged.
Yep. I scoop him up.
Okay.
I would like to like just quickly try to figure out what direction that most likely is. Like if it's towards the comedy or more towards another area of the city. Just try to like triangulate where it's most likely at. The direction.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have an idea in mind, so I'll just roll randomly. So, it's in the Basilica's district.
Okay, just wanted to know that for myself.
Yeah, which is thankfully not the direction you're going.
Yeah, and I start putting on like a light, like a between walking and running to the not down the main streets, but just off of them if I can. If I know a way like through the alleys and stuff that'll keep us off the main streets. If that's not available, then just straight down the main streets to the.
Yeah, we'll see. Make a. Let's have you make a roll. Let's get you to make a survival roll.
As he
Okay.
starts to head off, I say in
Crit fail.
Fucking Christ. Man.
Perfect.
Well, I
Fantastic.
still say in Immortals, so Broken Promises can still hear this. To Amira, I say like very militaristically and sternly, just like head on a swivel, don't engage. If you see something, say something. Otherwise, follow. And then I think we like start to take off. Then I see Broken Promise like get interested in a fucking stick or whatever that one means.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I think
so
what that means is that I like go down an alley and forget that this is a dead end or it's been blocked off or something like that, and then like something like that.
I mean, the problem is that maybe you haven't fully recovered from your like cerebral drilling that you got earlier.
Oh yeah, there are probably
From
parts
your-
of the
your-
city that are totally missing.
Your trip to the brain dentist. So part of what you gave up was like all your secret ways, right? Like, I know a way to go. And then you're like, wait, I've never been here before. Wait, where the hell are we? And you completely like just lose track of where the hell you are. For everybody else,
Yeah,
well, so
is that-
Broken
Turn to the
Promises
group and
leads
tell
you.
them,
Yeah, Broken Promises leads you into a like a rundown neighborhood. It looks like something. Now this isn't recent, but this is like a neighborhood kind of under construction. There are a bunch of houses that are collapsed. It looks like something like melted them. There's a bunch of patches where the all of the materials sort of fused together. But it looks like it's been not quarantined, but abandoned. There's a word for when evacuated. So nobody is here. And Broken Promises led you into this neighborhood and then now turns looking somewhat confused. But before you can explain, you hear screaming, and you turn around, and you see running down the street towards you. You see two very injured knights, and when I say knights, I mean knights of the dragon, like samurai, basically. One of them is missing his arm from the elbow down and is just like gushing blood on the floor and is staggering towards you. The other appears to have deep lacerations in her armor. She's got a big slash across her face. One of her eyes is just like a bloody mess. Her hair is all like matted with blood, and they're running towards you screaming and looking behind them. And when you turn and look and see what's following them, you see floating about a foot off the ground. You see what looks like a naked man, but he has rents in his skin. He has no hair. His face is more or less featureless. You can see like a shape where a nose might be. He's like a Ken doll in the downstairs department. But his skin has these cuts all over them, and from them there are dangling iron chains that just like emerge from him, and they're moving with a rattling. And these people are fleeing from this guy. Everyone who isn't Broken Promises, can you make a perception check for me, please?
$22 for Ramus, 14 for me. You want to make a roll for Amira?
Okay. Yes, yeah, I will.
If you want to give me access to her, if she has a character sheet, I can start making those rolls if you want.
Yeah, solid 4 there from Berg. Awesome.
Nice.
Nice. Her character sheet is only partly filled out. Like I'm filling it out as she needs abilities.
Sure.
So, I'll keep track of her here. Just let me grab her. Okay. So she has a perception of plus 1. Okay.
Not bad. 19.
Not bad. Okay. So let me find the base DC. So if you got a 14 or higher, so it looks like Broken Promises and Berg, you don't get to act in this first round. But Ramus, Maharib, and Amira get you get to act, you'll get to go, because what happens is as this thing appears, you hear tearing sounds all around you in the alleyways and in the ruined buildings. You hear these rending sounds, and you see emerging from the dark of the alleys. You see these creatures that, much like the man, are fleshless. They seem composed of, or skinless. They seem composed of flesh and blood and metal, and you see them emerging from the alleyways. So let me clear the initiative order here, and I'll get everybody to roll again for me, and we shall see how all this goes.
And that perception check, if we
this.
passed it, we get to make an action.
If you pass,
before?
you get to take a turn.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise we skip you the first time around.
Just so I make sure I know what's happening. Like we were going down the alleyway on our way out, and these creatures emerge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they start appearing around you, and then at the end of the street, you see this chain creature coming, and then let me pop them on here, and then I have a map which I will take you to. Just let me finish rolling initiative.
Sure.
Okay. And I guess I'll use a commoner.
Chain of events.
I'll use a commoner to indicate little action. So he's like in the middle here. Also, keep in mind, little action has no hit points. Like he's very fragile.
Right.
Bird, you want to roll initiative?
I did. Did I not? Oh no, I did perception.
Yeah, we got your perception check. We still need a.
Boop.
So many characters.
Hey.
Nice work. All right. Yeah. So Berg, you'll get to act first, which is nice. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I could have probably re-rolled that perception, but too late.
Okay. All right. I'm grabbing a token for Amira. Okay. It's It's funny because Zeke, you are using the token that before Broken Promises was a thing that I was using for Amira. So I can't. I have to find a new one. I have to find a new one for her because you're her now. Okay. All right. So now I have completed my masterpiece. Let's drag you over here and we'll get you in a fight. So she's got an initiative of +2. All right. All right, so commoner there. That's going to be a little action. Amira got a 7. Okay, so Berg, you're first. This is the situation. We've got these bloodhound creatures, these metal bloodhound things, kind of all around you.
We go first if we get the first round.
Merging. Yeah, that's. Did you fail your perception check, Berg? Oh, you did.
I failed my perception, but I mean, I got a 20
Your initiative's
in
good.
initiative, and if I rage, that means I can still go.
Oh, that's right. You have a rage ability, right?
Mm-hmm.
That does this. Do you want to post that ability in? Let's take a look at it because this is the thing. This is the exact situation I think that this is for.
Yeah, what's the thing? I got so many fucking features here. It's just.
I'll take a look for you.
Like I know the ability,
Yeah.
I know certain things that I can do, and chat often reminds me.
Oh, yeah, of
but then
course, yeah.
When it comes to
You
like,
know
hey,
we-
Put that in chat. I'm like, yeah, I can. Give me like 5 minutes.
You know, we all have those abilities, right, Max? And we all like.
Did you deal with poop water today, Zeke? Lay off.
Zeke's actually
okay.
the owner of
Here it is.
1-800 Poop Guy, so
Yep.
he deals with poop water
flo-
every single day. He's
Stop-
the poop guy.
Stop flogging Zeke's new business and play Dungeons and Dragons. So it's Feral Instinct. If you are surprised at the beginning of combat and you're not incapacitated, you act normally on your own turn, but only if you enter your rage before doing anything else on that turn. Ergo, this is the exact situation in which that ability was designed for.
Yeah,
so
designed for.
you have to use your bonus action very first to go into a rage if you want to act.
Yep.
All right. So before even thinking, right? It's not a conscious choice to even like let the divine fervor take you over. This is like it's instinctive. This happens without you thinking. So you feel the divine righteousness of heaven suddenly flow through you. Now you may act. You have an action and a move. What are you gonna do?
Okay. I'm gonna just attack the closest one, which would be this guy right yonder.
Okay. Yeah. So you rush to the side of the creature and you
Smack that boy.
attack. All right. Do it. Nice. That is definitely a hit. Okay. So you deal 6, 7, 9 bludgeoning, and then another 12
Look at that roll.
radiant. Nice work.
I'm pretty sure. I want to, Dallin, figure out the stats for Max's D6 roll after his attack, because I've only seen 6s on that roll for like 10 episodes. It's great. It's awesome.
It's a good thing, man.
It's a hot
Nice.
die. Don't trade that die. Keep it on the board. Yeah.
All right, so you rush over and smash the hound with your hammer, and the creature yelps in pain. You have another attack. You want to take it?
Was it 21 on the first attack, right? So I haven't whispered into my thing you do yet.
That's correct. Yeah,
Lit. We got no. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, because you used your bonus action to rage. A 14 is not sufficient to hit. So you the second swing, the creature is smarter. It jumps back and your hammer slams into the ground, sending broken bits of stone in all directions. All right, so the creature with the chains coming out of him, let's see, he can move up here. So he floats forward, and these chains with the big bloody hooks on the end of them start snapping out and attacking these two guys around him. So he gets 2 attacks, which is a hit. Okay.
Where did we fight? We fought these guys on the way over here, didn't we? Or no?
You may
was it
have
Moon
fought one of these
Temple?
before.
It was the Moon Temple.
No, the Moon Temple was like flying, like crescent moon monsters. And then this one.
Maybe when we landed outside the Moon Temple. I don't know. Chat,
Yeah,
where
it
did we
might
fight
be.
these guys? Where did we fight these guys, rather?
Okay, and the one in front, so this guy in the back just gets like slashed. She gets a hook slashed across her leg and she stumbles, but she doesn't fall. The one in the front, the hook flies out and digs into its his neck, and he screams in pain. He falls to his knees, and the chain wraps around him. So he's stuck in place. Okay, Maharib, what are you gonna do? You get
Since
your perception check. Do you get a turn?
I do, yeah. I had 14,
Yes.
so I passed. Is this Amira now?
This is over here.
And this is Broken Promises?
This is Little Action. That's Broken Promises. Yeah.
Oh, this is Little Action.
Yeah, it's literally just a commoner from the monster manual.
Okay. This is Broken Promises right here, you said? Between us? And Amira's out front?
No, I'm the one furthest to the right.
Okay, gotcha.
This is Broken Promises. Yeah, gold is Broken Promises.
Then I will take. You tell me what's the action here, because I don't know what is. I want to hand off Little Action to Amira.
We can't speak unless it's our turn, or can we? I forget.
Normally you could, but you are too stunned to be able to do anything just now. Like you can't do anything this action, so you'll be able to start talking and doing things. So you're just 6 seconds of being frozen in place.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I'm out of the frame. I can't do that here. Jesus Christ. I gotta stay in the frame. We're back.
It was exactly 6 seconds, and I will not let anyone tell me otherwise. So after being frozen for 6 seconds, you'll be able to take your turn. But for right now, you can't speak or act. Maharib got the perception check, so you're going to be able to take your turn. So you want to pass off. So Little Action isn't like an inventory item. You can't like pick him up and like give him to someone else. Like he's a person and he's going to take his own actions.
Yeah.
But you can, I mean, as a free action, basically, it's not part of your turn. You can just say to Amira, like, take care of him.
Yeah. That's what I will do. And you said as a free action I can do that?
Yeah, I mean, it's just saying stuff. You just, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then I will drop or put down on the ground Little Action next to Amira and just say in Infernal, so Broken Promises can hear this if she wants to. I will say protect him. That is your duty this fight.
So when you say that, right, you turn and we get a shot of you. You get a shot of Maharib turning and looking at her. We're seeing from her perspective. And you say, look after him, protect him. You are for a moment overlaid with the business. We see her face kind of where you are. And the city behind you is overlaid with a strange greenish tunnel somewhere. You're in some underground environment lit, and she's got like a torch in her hand. And so there's this overlay. And you see, when you say this, you see Amira take a step back away from you, like in surprise. And I need to make a saving throw for her. While her memories get all fucked with. All right.
Hey,
She gets a 17. Okay, so she sees this happen. She takes a step back, like whoa, and then blinks hard, shakes her head, and then nods. And in Abyssal, she says, "Of course." And then she moves to move towards him. What are you doing with your turn?
Let me take a look at the map. Can I walk through her or no? I need to go around.
Through who?
Amira, like I'll have to go
Amira?
like that?
Yeah, you can move through her space. It's fine.
Oh, okay. So if Broken Promises in the front, Ramus is there. Okay, I'm gonna go up here and like plug this this hole here. Put myself in the way of this creature and attack it. Does that work?
Okay. Yep.
Cool. 3 attacks. 13, probably a miss.
It is a miss. Yep.
25, probably a hit.
That's better.
10 damage.
All right.
Third hit. 14, maybe?
No, 14 is not a hit.
Fuck. Okay. Then that's my turn.
So you swing your axe down at it. The first swing glances off of one of the bony plates on the thing's shoulders. The second swing, you back it up and you cut across its face, and it turns its head. And where its blood splatters on the wall next to you, you see meadow grass like grow out of the wall, like this beautiful green grass just grows out of the wall and then bursts into a sudden flash and blows away.
Okay.
And then the second swing or the third swing, obviously you're a little off balance and you swing past it.
Okay. All right. I'm going to use action surge on my well, you said it was a free action. Do I get a still bonus action for this turn?
Yeah, you still got your bonus action. Yep.
Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and second wind to heal up since I'm not full at the moment.
Sounds good.
Plus 12. Actually, I'm only 14 down. I'm going to save it for a turn. If you'll let me take that back.
Sure, that's fine. You didn't roll for the amount.
Okay,
so.
yeah. I'm only 14 down, and that has potential to be a 22 with a 11 at the lowest.
Now,
so.
I know that the tokens depict these creatures as having like a red glow in their eyes and in their mouths, but imagine instead for the actual creatures, and obviously these ones have skin and fur, but the real ones have no skin and no fur. They're just bones and metal and dripping flesh. But from inside their mouths, when they're barking and snarling at you, there is a greenish, like a flickering. And in fact, Berg and Mahari both, because you're close up to them. And actually, Ramus, you got one right in your face. All three of you make an Arcana check.
Okay.
17, 14
Ramus got
for Ramus.
14.
16
Oh, wow.
for
Everybody
Berg.
did great. Nice. Okay. So all of you immediately reflect on, you've seen this shimmer before. The radiance glowing from the creature's mouths is the exact same as the thing you saw when you first entered this place. You remember there was the color like shimmer that you saw before?
Yeah.
Like way back when you first got to the court. It's that exact same luminance that you see here emerging from these creatures' mouths.
Okay.
How many
Second.
lumens would you say?
It's like low, like not that many. If it were totally dark, it may be able to light a small room.
Okay. Second, I see that and realize with the Arcana check what it is. I'll still with shield up to hopefully dodge the incoming blow. I turn my head to Ramus and just say, Ramus, what the fuck is happening?
I don't know. They're looks like they're vein creatures or something.
That's all we'll say. We only have 6 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't want to
all
just have
right.
a
So
full
broken
conversation.
promises. You are frozen in place. Amira comes over and grabs a little action, and she's just like, "Come here, shithead!" and like grabs him and pulls him over here, and then just stands there like in front of him, looking around at all the various targets. Ramus. Oh my.
Am I seeing the
hounds
wrong
didn't end up
turn
on-
order thing?
I don't know.
You can go by the one here on that I'm sending you at the top of the.
Yeah, my
the
hounds.
rolls.
The hounds didn't end up in the order. I think maybe we lost them during the Great Freeze.
Oh, okay. I can have Barry look at it.
That's cool. I'll add them in.
Okay.
So I think we'll just put them down here. Or I'll
I
just
can't
say
see
they
it
were
on
holding their action.
what you're saying, JP.
Right. Yeah, that's what Adam was just saying.
Okay, there we go.
okay.
It should be in the
Alright, so
turn
the hounds are
order
in the
within
order
roll
now.
20.
Okay, there we go. So so she does that. Then the hounds will go. Then Ramus, you can go. So Berg, another one runs in behind you, and these two are going to try and bite you. But actually, before this one does, I think the one in front of you, can you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Yes, I can.
And you have advantage from Danger Sense.
Mm-hmm.
17.
Okay. All right. So you only take half damage. And this is radiant damage, I guess it would. Yeah, it's radiant. Yeah, this would be radiant damage. You take 11 radiant damage, and let me tell you what happens. So the thing snarls, and then a blast of radiance just washes over you. And you watch, if you look down at your flesh, is the thing. It doesn't hurt exactly. It
heal
is
me.
instead
The hammer of heaven.
it's not good for you either. What happens is you watch as your flesh like reshapes and remolds itself And it's as if it's disrupting your very nature. And then in its wake, as the wave passes over you, your body attempts to reconfigure itself, and go back to normal, but it doesn't do it exactly right. And so your skin breaks out in like burnt patches. There is a wave of this like mutation that passes over you. And while you don't feel it, it basically degrades your existence. You feel like thin. You feel worn through. And so this cone of this blast passes over you, and then you hear barking and howling, and then this thing jumps up on you from behind and tries to bite you. Now it has advantage because it's got a friend, and so it deals you and ignore wherever it says fire. Treat that as radiant. You take 5 piercing damage. It gets a 24. You take 5 piercing damage, and then you take 7 radiant damage. So you would actually only take 2 piercing, so 9 total. Yeah, and in the same way, I guess anybody who could see this, you know who can see this is Little Action. Little Action is laughing with like lunatic delight as he watches this thing climb up onto Berg's back and bite Berg on the shoulder, and where its teeth sink into your shoulder, Berg, water, like well water, clear and cold, pours down over your chest instead of blood. Ramus, the one in front of you, is going to bite you, I think. I think this one's going to give you a bite.
I'll flash it to give it disadvantage on the roll.
Yeah, good call. I still got a 22, unfortunately.
Yep.
So you take 4 piercing and 9 radiant. Cosmological question. No, you're fine. That's how much damage you take. Okay, and then Maharib.
Hello.
This one, I think this one's gonna try to blast you with the thing. So dexterity save for me.
Okay. I don't have advantage.
Okay.
That's an 8.
Okay, so it's gonna blast you with its radiance breath, and you're gonna take 27 radiant damage.
Okay.
Okay, Ramus, it is your turn. So in the same way, Maharib, this time you get hosed with this cone of reality, and you feel this like solidifying, like it's like the worst cramps you've ever felt in all of your muscles all at once. And you look down and you can see your skin turning to mineral. You watch as your hands close around your axe haft like stone, and you feel this wave of solidification pass over you. And then as it goes and your body returns to flesh, you can feel pain again, and it hurts terribly. Ramus, what are you gonna do?
All right, I am going to cast my first ever 7th level spell.
Yeah.
I'm going to use Firestorm, and I get to
Perfect.
place.
Good.
I get to place 10. I get to place 10-foot cubes around the battlefield.
Okay, make a religion check first before we get all excited about this ability. You have advantage on this check in the presence of these creatures. Nice. All right, you didn't even need it. You didn't need that shit.
So let me
see if I can find some cool Firestorm token for you.
I'm imagining Wall of Fire from Diablo 2 in my head, so, you know.
I think it's more like meteors fall and turn into. I mean, what does it look like, Dan? You could decide.
You're the yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just
the
like
artifact of this.
Just like a little ball of light appears in each spot, and like it starts to burn in on itself, and it starts to blaze out of control into a big 10-foot cube, and before imploding back on itself, like these little bursts of flame. I'm gonna put one. I get to put a 10-foot cube. One will go on each creature and the boss over there, as a range up to 150 feet. I'll put one for each creature.
The boss.
And do they stick around, or do they just like burst and then disappear?
It burst and disappear like fireball.
Who's the boss?
Oh, cool. So like tiny fireballs just start appearing all around you. Rad.
I think they have to touch though.
Hold on. Let me...
Yeah.
Each cube must. I gotta read the rules. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I can read it out loud. So we haven't used this spell before. A storm made of sheets of roaring flame appears in a location you choose within range. The area consists of up to 10 by 10 cubes, which you can arrange as you wish. Each cube must have at least one face adjacent to the face of another cube. Each creature in the area must make... So it's a chain of 10 by 10 cubes.
Yeah, so never mind. I will not cast that then.
So you're going to hold on. You're like, I'm going to kill everyone. Oh, I'm going to kill everyone. All right.
The sky starts to like turn in on itself and go red, and then it just like goes away. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, Dan just puts his email re-Firestorm to heaven, puts that in the drafts folder for later. And what do you want to do instead?
Just dismissed. I'm going to I will cast on the creature in front of me. I'm going to cast harm on him.
Ooh.
Yeah, cool.
Blow him the
It's a
fuck
Constitution saving throw.
Okay. It's 19.
God damn it.
So it's half
so he'll take
14
half
14 d6.
Yeah.
14d6.
Roll big.
So 25.
All right. So what is we've seen you harm before, and it's
It's
like
a
horrific
vomit
disease.
from my mouth. It just pours all over it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Ramus pukes on this thing. Everyone else fighting it. Ramus barfs on it, and yeah, it starts to disintegrate. Like it just starts melting. You wound it grievously. Good barfing, Ramus. All right. The knights, the dragon knights. One of them is going to attempt to escape from the bloody chains in which it is captured. Let's see. DC 14. Athletics. Okay. Yes, it escapes. It escapes and attempts to flee. And unfortunately for this nerd, he's panicking. So let's see how that goes. So the knight, the one-armed knight, reaches up, like screaming, like oh god, and like yanks this hook out of their chest, throws it on the floor, looks at their bloody hands for a second, and then starts to run towards you, Broken Promises, like screaming, help me, oh gods, help. And then as it flees, the chain gets an attack of opportunity on him. The chain lashes out, gets a hit, and deals another 11 damage, decapitating them. So the body, you turn around and you see this person this guy running towards you with one arm, like, oh God, help! And the chain snaps out towards you, wraps around his neck, and just rips his head off. His body falls into your arms, blood gushes from his neck, his body falls over, and then we get the focus pull along the chain up to the creature, which seems to be noticing you quizzically for the first time. He has no eyes, so he just kind of cocks his head sideways, like, oh, interesting. There's more playthings.
Fatality.
The other knight draws a short sword. They have an empty longsword scabbard, so they draw a short sword, and she screams and lunges herself at the creature, and she makes 2 attacks at a +5. Nice. She strikes. And she deals 3
3
damage.
damage.
Let me do that again.
Jesus.
There we go. It should be more.
Oh.
There we go. She's 5 damage. Okay. Yeah. So she's just like desperately hacking at this guy with her short sword, which is clearly not her primary weapon. That means that it is Little Action's turn, and Little Action is going to.
God, man, Luke missing a turn is just fucking painful.
Okay, let's see what random thing he does. He got a 7. Little Action uses his action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature in his reach. He's slapping helplessly at Amira. So he makes an attack on her. He hits her for 1 damage.
That's gonna piss her
Fantastic.
off, though.
Yeah,
go, Little
so
Action.
he hits her for 1 damage, and she's just mad about it. Like she's got her sword in one hand. It's a big sword, right? Like a great sword. And she's got him in the other hand, and he's pulling away from her, and he's just like, "Get off of me!" And he slaps her in the face, like hard enough for you to be able to hear it, Ramus. And she just grits her teeth and like shakes him once, like hard. And he squeals in surprise and confusion. So that's his turn.
I'm fine with that.
Berg, it's on you.
All right, I'm gonna smack around these stupid devil dogs.
Yeah, do it.
Before I do that, though,
They're like
I'm gonna go ahead and do a little into my
right.
whisper into it, and it is lit. And I will put it in the chat so everyone can tell.
What is the radius of the light that this weapon sheds? Do you know? Is it 30 feet? You don't know. I'll look it up.
That's the most low-key shade I've ever seen Adam throw.
Well, like it's not your fault
know.
that you don't know. It's an ability no one ever
fault.
uses. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Only 2 are injured. Let me roll. And how much damage does it normally do? 2d6?
2d6.
Oh,
Okay.
is that the box
right.
above the rolls? Is the initiative order?
Yes.
Fucking, I never noticed that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you hold the hammer aloft and you say, by the power of Grayskull, you light the hammer, and the brilliant white light of heaven washes off of it, and in your when it illuminates, as if they were wolves who had just seen the moon, they start to howl, and this is not howls of pain. This is not howls of rage. They howl wildly, and you can see that the light of heaven's hammer knits their wounds together, and they recover some of their hit points. Yep. You can take the rest of your turn though.
The dog
radiant
somehow
damage from
speaks
before
and
did
he
seem
goes, "It's lit, fam," and then gives Max the finger.
right, and then Poochie returns to his home planet. Yeah, howls of ecstasy. But remember, you hit them with radiant damage before, and it did hurt. It did hurt them. It's just that the activation of heaven's direct light has inspired and excited these creatures. Now they definitely don't seem to be heavenly in nature, right? Heaven's guardian animals aren't dogs. They're like lions. These are not those, but these creatures seem drawn to and driven into a fervor by the light.
So radiant damage still does stuff. It's just the initial lighting of the hammer. Got them excited and healed them a little bit. Okay, well, let's hopefully do some damage. Here we go. I'm gonna hit the one that I've been hitting.
Yeah, the one in front of you. It's still a little hurt. Yep. You strike it, and you deal 11 bludgeoning, and then another 6 and another 7.
I'll take ownership. I shouldn't have talked about how good you rolled. Now you rolled a 1.
That's a thing that we enjoyed.
That's my fault. That's silver.
Okay.
Yeah, so you swing in with the hammer, you strike the thing on the side of the head, it yelps in pain, there's a crunch and a whine of metal breaking, and it falls sideways, shaking its head, snarling, and it seems like almost like betrayed. Like what happened? It was so excited a second ago. Make your second attack.
Heaven doesn't like you, motherfucker.
Okay, yeah, you hit it. And you deal another 16, 17, 19, another 19 damage. All right. You kill the thing. What does it look like?
Nice.
What kind of blow is it? You strike it once and startle it, and then the second hit, what does that look like?
Well, the hammer goes right up through the middle chest cavity of the creature, and instead of blood, Adam, it just spews out gold for some reason. Who knows why? Yeah, that's fucking weird, isn't it? I'm gonna throw that back at your face.
I mean, it wouldn't be like manufactured gold, but like chunks of rock that have gold in them could definitely be a thing. Yeah, that's reasonable. It doesn't last long though. When you break the thing apart, when you jam your hammer into it and rip the hammer out, the creature comes apart in a torrent of like chunks of mineral. But then those almost immediately melt with a faint green glow. They melt into the stone of the ground and disappear. Yeah, nice. You got anything else you want to do? You can still move. Oh, I guess you have a hound on your back.
Yeah, I got a hound over here. Real dick.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I guess that's the end of it.
Yeah, might as well turn around.
Let
for
me
him.
read one more thing before. I'm trying to look at the thing,
Okay.
my little screamy
Alright.
thing. If that's a bonus.
You don't have
I
a
think
bonus
that's a
action
bonus.
left.
Oh,
You're
okay,
done with your
okay.
yeah, because you lit your hand.
I got nothing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the chain. I'm loath to call it a devil. It's not really a devil, but this creature. It's gonna attack the knight, fighting it twice. First one is a hit.
He did.
Enough. Yeah. Almost. So several chains lash out of the thing's severed flesh, and one wraps around the short-sword arm and pulls it aside. The other, a spike, drives into their shoulder. The second hit drives them to the ground and just embeds itself, like drills into their chest and breaks their sternum. And they fall over backwards, choking on their own blood, and they are dead. So the two of them have been dispatched. And so the creature turns, following its curiosity, and heads towards Broken Promises. Go over here. Okay. Mahrib, your turn.
Broken Promises will get to act, but it'll have to. Okay. All right. I'm going to keep finding this dog, and then we'll see what happens after that. 3 more strikes on the dog in front of me. 16?
Yeah.
Hit? Yes. Connects.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes, it is.
9 damage.
Okay.
27. I'm going to assume that hits.
Definitely another hit.
For 11. What is... Oh, sorry. And 14, which is a miss.
14's a miss. But the first 2 strikes, yeah, they hit true.
I will then second wind and actually use it this time. I should have a thing for this, but that's fine. Fucking 14.
Not great.
It's 14
Not
HP.
great.
I'll take it. It's fine.
Yeah, could be worse.
That's my turn.
All right. Unfailing Redeemer of Broken Promises, you get a turn.
Good luck.
Hey, hooray. 1 second here. Let me just. Yeah. Quick question: as far as like casting spells while I'm in melee range of another thing, do I have disadvantage on that, or
It depends
Only
on
if
the
it's
spell.
a
range
If
two-hit
it's a,
spell.
yeah, if it's a ranged attack, then yes. Otherwise,
oh, okay, it's not a 2-hit spell, no. And second thing is, since
yes.
I have, let me see here. Yeah, can I center a spell like in solid objects so I can hit 2 things, like so I can hit that guy. Come on. It's not letting me do it. Whatever. So I can hit this guy and this guy. If I center it like right here, it's a 20-foot radius, is what I'm saying.
There's a wall here, so you can't target it somewhere you can't really see. Like no.
Okay.
I guess is the
Okay.
answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it says you choose a point within range and cause, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Adam, I added one.
Does it say?
myself, but it's fine.
Does it say you have to choose a point you can see within range? Because you may not have to.
No, it says. Oh, well, this might actually work then. You choose a point within range and cause psychic energy to explode there.
Yeah, you don't have to be able to see it then. It's just any point.
Cool. Okay, cool. Then I will center it. So both of these guys, because I don't know how to draw a circle, but
What's the radius on it?
there we go. The radius is 20.
Okay, so you want it here, and it'll catch both of them.
Exactly. Yep. I want to
Okay,
catch
sure.
both of those guys. Let me just put it out there. Let
Yeah,
me
what spell is
see
this?
Here. Synaptic static.
Whoa, cool. What is this? Like a psychic fireball? What? An intelligence save? Where did you find this spell?
Yeah, right.
What?
Okay.
It's so rare.
Here, hold on. Let me just. Whoops. I didn't mean to roll it twice. I meant to put it in the chat, but I fucked up. It says you choose a point within range.
God.
Yada yada yada. My God, an intelligence save spell.
An intelligence save.
There we go.
No, it's literally just like a slightly better psychic damage fireball that causes like confusion.
Yep, 8d6,
Nice.
a Constitution save, or they have muddled thoughts. A Constitution save for Constitution save.
Okay. Well, let's make the saves and then we'll find out what happens.
No, it's intelligence
So
save, that's
these
right.
things,
And if
these
it-
things
any-
are they're both smart enough to be affected by it.
Cool. Okay.
So let me roll for the hound. Definitely does. Let me roll for the devil. Quote, unquote. Devil has advantage on this save on the saving throw, but it's an intelligence save. My God.
Advantage.
Okay, so gets it. Yep. They have advantage on all their spell related saves, but you get the hound roll damage, so you're still gonna take half.
26 is what I rolled.
Okay. All right. I see 32.
I
rolled,
actually
Oh, you
hit
hit it.
twice.
You hit it twice. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So it takes
Maybe we can take
13,
the
and
second
then
one.
the hound takes 26. That's actually enough to kill it. The hound. So it is killed by psychic emanation. So what is this like? What does this spell look like? Anything? Like is it invisible?
No, it definitely it's kind of like you remember in Clash of the Titans when Medusa's like face would start like doing her like stone ray. That's kind of what happens. Like you see her eyes
Oh, cool.
start to glow. Like she closes her eyes and then opens them and they start to glow and her hair like starts to like static up like around her. And then like since I targeted it behind, it's kind of hard to like it doesn't have like a visual effect as far as the spell goes, but
Yeah.
it definitely like they feel the explosion happen to them.
Well, you're shutting down their mind, right? You're killing their ability to think because you're filling their brain with static. And it's interfering with their synaptic system, which is the thing that lets you. It's your nervous system. Yeah, it lets you move around and think and gets your brain to communicate with your body. Wow, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So the coolest thing about it is like if you fail to save for 1 minute, you have to roll a d6 and subtract it from your attack rolls and ability checks.
Wow. It's a pretty good
Yeah,
spell.
it's a seizure
con
bomb.
saves. Yeah.
He's hitting him
Cool,
with a
well, you
magical
kill
version of
the-
Saren. He's
Yeah.
hitting with Saren.
Right. Yeah, a ball of sarin gas. So Ramus, the hound in front of you, seizes up, falls on its side, starts spasming, and then bends so far back that its spine cracks and it dies and then dissolves into a greenish muck. The devil in front of you, you can't, you watch its body contort and twist, but there's no facial expression, so there's no emotion to go with it. But yeah, the wave of psychic energy passes over it, and it obviously is hurt by it. Would you like to do anything else? A bonus action.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, if I move, I get an attack of opportunity from that dude, right?
It might be
Yes.
it might be better than him straight up attacking you though, because he has some nasty attacks. I don't know if they, and Adam, this might be a question for you. Like, if he moves, is it just a normal attack, or does he get like the full fucking attack that he would get in a normal round with all the extra?
He gets whatever
Bells
his
and
normal
whistles.
attack mode is.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Like like if a snake bites you as an attack of opportunity, it still poisons you, right? So he still gets to
Sure.
use a chain to attack you.
Yeah, that's up to you, Zeke.
I'm going to. Yeah, my original plan was to go over to,
Little action.
Little Action. Thank you. My original plan was go over to Little Action and get him the fuck out of there, so you guys could just concentrate on fighting. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I was hoping that mind bomb would like disorient them enough, but if it didn't, I'm still
you
gonna.
got that crazy, got that save, yeah.
Yep, I'm still gonna move it over to.
You gonna risk it?
Yeah, I'm gonna risk it. I've got
Okay.
30 feet.
I think it's
I
a
think I
smart
can.
move. It won't be a double attack.
Yeah.
25, 30. Yep, I can go.
Okay, so you get attacked when you go from this square into that
I
square.
flash it with my warding flare to give it disadvantage on the attack roll. I can cast it on other people.
Nice.
Oh my
Okay.
god,
All
guys,
right, so
we're
it is
working as a
disadvantage.
team. It took 13 levels and 117 episodes.
So you turn to run, and you head away from it. One of the chains snatches up and rushes out to grab you. And then it gets disadvantaged because there's a flash of light from Ramus. And
I can
let's see if it
react
grabs.
after the roll, right?
Depends
A
what it
reaction
is.
happens
Shield?
after
Yeah.
the roll.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
for shield
Yeah.
you can, yes.
For shield, you can normally. Okay.
Oh
well, it
my
would have been a crit, so
fucking
thanks,
God.
Ramus. Good fucking work. I got an 18, which hits you by over 7. I don't think a shield will be enough.
No. Shield,
Okay,
shield
so
would give me 16. Yeah.
Unfortunately, what was the path you took? You went here, here, and then here.
And then,
You get
I can't move
You
30.
get grappled.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yep.
Yeah. So you turn to run, and just like the knights before you, whose blood is still on you, you turn to run, and the chain snags you. You get scorpioned. You're gonna take just 9, not 9 plus 5, because it's not actually crit. You take 9 piercing damage or slashing damage, and yeah, big iron hook like grabs you and yanks you, and you jerks to a stop right there. Okay. All right. So that's the end of your turn. Amira, with her sword in hand, so she's got little action by the shoulder, and I think she shakes him hard enough to disorient him. Like, you know, like if someone grabs you by your shoulders and like shakes you back and forth, you kind of get like fucked up in the head. So she does that. She shakes him one-handed hard enough to be like, fucking stop hitting me, and pushes him back, not away from her, but let's go. So she can two-hand her sword, and she's going to move and try to chop the chain in half to get you free. So she comes running over and she swings her sword down at the chain. And
come here.
Let's see. Let's see if she can hit it. She gets a couple of attacks. I think she gets 2.
She took my move, man. She
gets 3 attacks.
She did what I was gonna do.
All right. 1. She hits it. Nice. And sorry, I know I asked you this before, but how much damage was your greatsword?
2d6 plus strength.
2d6. Okay. All right. Okay, so she hits it for 8.
Or
takes another
2d6
swing.
plus 1 because it's a +1. I don't know. She's not attuned to it.
Yeah, it doesn't work for her. Second swing is a miss. The third swing also a miss. So she's like hacking at this chain between you, but she can't break it. It's bent and is like weakened, but it's not broken. So that's her turn. All right, the dogs. So let's start with the one that's up here. I'm gonna roll to see if it's reality breath recharges. It does not, so it's just gonna try to bite you, Maharib. And I miss real bad. So you're safe. Jumps up, tries to bite you. You shove it back.
Great.
And then the one that is on Berg. Let's see. Bite you, Berg. Oh, actually, hold on. Ignore that. Let me see if it recharges. Oh, God, that would have been terrible. Okay, so it is that attack. It misses. You're fine. And then let me see if the other ones show up on time. 30 feet. It is 30 feet. Okay, good. So this one, so from this alleyway, Berg, you hear claws on stone, and another dog leaps out of the shadow towards you. And then Ramus, let me see if this one's close enough to attack. Move and attack. Yep. Yeah, same thing. Another one runs out and jumps and tries to get you, Ramus. So each of you will get 1 attack. Berg, this one has advantage because of pack tactics. I got a 22 for 4 piercing and 4 radiant.
Oh, that's not a good spot.
And then the other one that attacks Ramus doesn't have advantage and gets a 23.
Jeez.
For 8 piercing and 10 radiant. Okay, Ramus, your turn.
Okay. I think I am. Let's see. I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon behind the one that's weakened by Maharib. So it'll be Spiritual Weapon will be over there. Then it'll swing.
Here?
Yeah,
Sorry,
right
I
up,
can't click
right.
it. There's all these. Yeah, behind
right
him.
above Maharib, the one fighting him.
All right,
That
let me
one,
find
the
your
lowest health.
spiritual weapon. Here's that hammer, right?
Hammer, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I just, like Ramus has had so many different
Well, I was
religious
about to ask
doctrines
what
over the course
rendition.
of time.
Yeah, what rendition of the spiritual hammer he was using?
So it's the flaming hammer.
Ramus
for
is a multi-purpose
13.
cleric, so.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Does that kill it?
Okay,
So 13 force damage on it.
13 does not kill it, but it does hurt it. It does hurt it pretty bad.
And then I will also toll the bell on it as well.
Hell yeah! Finish that thing off.
Toll the dead.
All right.
DC 19 wisdom save or take 34 necrotic.
That fucking spell's so good.
So much necrotic damage. How dare you?
Yeah.
Let's see. The best shit ever is when Toll the Dead rolls better when they're not injured, and you're just like, God damn it.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Wisdom save. Got 20.
Fuck.
Nothing then.
Doggo. All right.
Dog's
so the
real
hammer's doing
wise.
work, but Toll the Dead.
Misses.
Toll the Dead is not enough to kill it. Okay. All right. I can take the knights out of the order because they're toast. All right, here we go. Let's see what little action does. So little action is now unattended to. So
Gonna slap more
Let's-
people. Little action.
Probably got a fucking.
little action does not move or take actions this turn. He just stands there.
Good.
And he can't tell. I think he probably just can't tell if he's hallucinating or not. Where he's just like,
Sure, yeah.
I saw dogs that shot heroin beams out of their mouth. What's going on? Berg, it's your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna try to kill this thing that's here.
Okay.
What paps?
The new one or the one behind you?
The one behind me. That would be
Okay. All right.
Wait, is there a new one in
There
front
is
of
a
me?
new one, yeah.
There's one. Yeah. Sorry. Let me make sure it's on top. They're piled up here.
It was.
To
Yeah.
the front. There it is. Yep.
Also, Max, they're getting advantage now that there's two of them. Just FYI, when they attack you, if you missed that.
Yeah. I'm not moving. I'm just gonna. Well, it doesn't make sense to move and then give them an attack.
Oh, it doesn't at all.
opportunity,
I was
right?
just letting you know that you're in a bad spot.
I don't know. I just haven't been able to move, so I'm just
Right.
doing Berg things, smacking stuff, you know.
Sure.
Well, if he gets the one behind him, he just pile them up right there at the same
Yeah.
spot of the
Yeah.
street.
Just flip the one on top and just hammer them all together. Yeah. All right. So sorry. Which one was that against? The one behind you or the one in front of you?
I mean, neither have taken damage from me, right?
Yeah. They're both fresh.
Yeah, so I'll just keep smacking on the one that's
Okay.
right in front of me.
All right. So 11, and then 11 bludgeoning, 9 radiant, and then you get this is your first attack. So 1d6 plus 6.
Mhm. God damn
Another
it,
7. JP, how dare you? How
that
dare
die?
you, JP? What have you
know,
done?
I wanted to celebrate for my. We just can't celebrate good things on this show. That's all this really boils down to. There's no celebration.
You get another swing. So
No.
This
Best
is
of
the
luck.
court of
There you go, that's a
sadness.
Court of Sads.
Sort
Okay.
Court of
Another
bad,
10.
bad numbers.
I'm also
And
gonna
then
roll
another
extra
5.
damage.
Yeah, you don't roll again, but that 5 does count. Okay, all right. So you're just like pummeling the thing. It's not dying, and again, like every time you strike it, there is some brief, like wherever its blood touches, there is some brief flash of the real world. Whether the sound of a stream, whether the feel of rain on your skin, it's very incongruous with all the violence. But you're seeing these like flashes of reality. So
I'm gonna use my,
let's.
what's it called?
Yeah.
The fuck is it?
I don't know.
The thing where I
Oh, you want to roll an extra die?
damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to
I'm gonna
roll a
have
radiant
fun.
die or a bludgeoning die?
D8 versus 2.
A D8 or a D6, yeah.
Do the D8.
Okay, so just roll 1d8.
Which
Oh
one
yeah,
is the
dude, you
D8?
kill him.
Nice.
Worth it.
So that little extra bludgeoning damage, that Orcish Fury, you finish him off. Nice.
Man, every
You-
time Max
he
has
would have
rolled
gotten
that
another
D8,
attack on you.
he's always rolled an 8. It's just so impressive.
Stop cursing my dice.
Every time. It's
Awesome.
just so hot.
Every goddamn time.
And you're playing with fire there, buddy.
Look, yeah.
So Berg, you
Don't
do have
curse
a bonus
another
action if
man's
there's you do have a bonus action if there's anything else you want to use it on. But otherwise,
I am going
you're done, right?
to do my zealous presence as a bonus action and unleash my battle cry that it's infused with fuck damn it. Maybe not.
It's
What's the
infused
range
with
on it?
fuck damn it.
Yeah. I was infused with fuck damn it once. It was not good.
I choose the creatures of my choice, right? So it's infused with divine energy.
Oh, yes. Yeah, totally. You don't have to inspire your enemies. What's the range on it?
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like interesting. It's divine energy actually that it's used, and it's just making the wolves go crazy.
I mean, that's exactly the kind of horse shit I would pull. So like fair.
So but
no, this ability you do pick. Up to 10 other creatures of your choice within 60 feet. So that's like every person? Yeah. So you want to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. You all feel infused with Berg's presence. Now, I think for you, Broken Promises, you've not felt this before.
Oh, God.
And the effects are still the same, right? You feel intense, zealous anger. You feel Berg's emotions. You feel like rage. You feel zealous rage. You feel righteousness. Suddenly nothing you can do is wrong and everyone around you is a peon. But there's something little heart attacky about it. Like it feels like running along the edge of a cliff. Like this energy is anathema to you. You are of the Mara born, and this is a kind of thing that feels like, but at once very exhilarating, but also terrifying for you.
Now,
so yeah, you get all the bonus effects, but like you're all juiced up, and it feels weird.
Now, quick question. This will happen later, like after the battle's over.
Yeah.
But as far as like, if I'm feeling what it feels like to be on the other side, I'm just thinking about like my goals or something like this is something I'll have to meditate on or something.
So this feeling, let me do an astrological version of this or an astronomical version of this. So the feeling you're feeling now is less like standing on a beach on a sunny day and more like standing close to the sun. So this is like being, like the world gets a lot of the same energy, but filtered through heaven, and you're getting exposed to it by way of Berg. So it's just like divine anger, but you can recognize its source. Certainly, we've made it clear that it's not good for you, even though mechanically it's great for you. But like, yeah. It's
like Hunter S. Thompson with adrenal gland. It's just like, like a mad dog.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, totally. Okay, I think that's everybody, and then Berg can't influence himself. Great. All right, thank you, Berg. This means everybody has advantage on attack rolls and saving throws until the beginning of Berg's next turn. Okay. The Devil. So this thing, it has you restrained. So it's going to move towards you, and then it's going to use. Let's see. Oh, it's going to use its whirlwind of chains attack. All right. So it moves. What's the range on this thing? 30 feet. Up to 4. As long as there won't water Karen, the enemy. 10 feet. Okay. So let me turn on its radius and let me see how many people it can snag with this. Yeah, there we go. All right.
10?
So it moves over there. And then, yeah, it with clawed hands, it's 10 feet out from him.
Yeah. No, I know. It was 20 across. So
yeah.
That makes
so
sense. Fuck.
With clawed hands, oh yeah, he shouldn't also be blessed. Get out of here, you don't get that power. So with clawed hands, he basically opens his chest, and where his intestines and heart would be, instead there is there's a clod of earth in the center of it, from which grows a sunflower. And it's just like in the center of its chest, and that's just sort of like sitting in there. And then where its intestines would be is a writhing mass of bloody chains, and those flash out from its stomach, attacking 6 targets within range, within 10 feet. So let's start making attacks. It's gonna start with probably the person it has restrained. Yeah, it's gonna use its first attack is on you, Broken Promises. This is number 1. It is an 18. You're already restrained, so it doesn't add any more restraint. You take 8 damage.
Yep.
Amira, I'll do one for everybody first. It's a miss. One for Maharib.
Oh, it crits.
That is a crit on Maharib. You take 20 slashing damage, Maharib.
Okay.
Jesus.
One on Ramus.
Still above 100. Feeling good.
That's a hit on Ramus for 14. That's 5. 1, 2, 3,
Your HP
4.
is
Nope,
stupid.
that's
That
4.
makes me upset.
This is the 5th one. Okay, so now let's start handing out some more. Let's go back around. Another one for... Oh, I didn't do little action. One for little action. Here we go.
Miss.
Okay, little action gets hit and immediately goes down. Not dead, but dying. So little action looks and a chain just stabs him in the chest. And he's like, "Ugh," and like passes out, falls on the ground. And since he's not dead, I'll put the little dying look on him. So that's 5 now. 2 more.
That's probably for the best though. For little action, just go to sleep. It's fine.
One for Ramus. Okay, so it's a hit for 8 damage. And we'll do another one for Maharib. Is 18 hit Maharib? No, you got too much armor for that shit.
Yeah, it's a miss.
Okay. All right. So the chains are still kind of hanging from its innards, like flailing around and slashing at people. So this whole, I'm going to leave this area up. And let me see. It uses multi-attack on its turn. Okay, yeah. So it's still around. The chains are still flapping around. Okay. All right. So that means Maharib, it is your turn.
I gotta kill this dog. 15. I think it's a 16 to hit. the dog.
15. No, 15's a hit. You hit it.
Oh, I have advantage anyway, so 23 because of Berg's thing, right?
Yes, that's right. You do. Yep.
14
Divine
damage.
Fury.
Is it dead?
Killed. Toast. Extremely dead. You lop its head off with your axe.
Can I?
Yep.
Can I attack this thing from where I'm at, or do I need to walk through a mirror?
You have to go through a mirror. Yeah, its chains can go around the corner, but yeah, you can just walk through out to here.
Okay, I will do that, and 2 more attacks on this guy with advantage from Berg's thing. Attack 1.
Yeah, wreck this nerd. Yeah, you hit him.
10 damage.
Got it.
16.
Ooh, 16's a hit. Yep. Yeah, if it wasn't for Berg's
15.
Fury, another 15. Awesome. Yeah.
and
So
then
you
second
walk
one.
through as the chains like slash at your chest and try to wrap around you. You can knock him aside, and then you just start fucking giving him with his battle axe.
All right, back up to
Cool.
121.
All right. Unfailing Redeemer of Broken Promises. At the beginning of your turn, you take 2d6 damage from the chains.
Yep.
You are the grab target. So you take 6. Now you can take your turn.
So let's see. Oh God, let's see. This is. Yes. Okay. So since I have advantage, oh shit. That's a range attack. Can't do that. That's disadvantage. Let me see here. This is. Okay, just a con save. Okay. All right. I am going to attempt to give him some frostbite. I want to look
Okay.
like directly at it, and then like grab where the chain is, and like force my power like through the chain, the frost
cool.
through the chain along the line to like where the chain originates from, that like mass of whatever inside of them.
Yeah, that's
I
very
don't
cool.
think I.
Yes, you just grab it, and we watch Frost like crawl
Yep.
up the chain.
I don't think I have to
Sick.
roll to hit.
If it has a saving
But
throw,
it's-
then they just make the save.
Yeah, DC 17 for no damage, but 10 otherwise.
All right, so they've got advantage, and it's a con save. The creature gets a 20. So unfortunately, yeah, as it the ice crawls up the chain, it doesn't reach the creature and falls apart. Anything else you'd like to do, Unfailing Redeemer?
Nope.
Okay,
I'm good.
all right. Amira hits. 3 attacks.
Fun description though.
Yeah, it's cool, right? Okay, so that's a hit.
Nice.
Just get that Berg energy too. Okay, so for 9. Second attack, 13 is a miss.
15.
And I'm chat. You can't see it necessarily. I'm rolling advantage, and it's just keeping the better one of the two because I'm rolling for an NPC. It works a little different. And then a 15. Okay, so she hits once anyway. Are there any hounds left? Yes, Berg and Ramus are both being attacked by one. Berg, one attacking you. Let's see if its breath weapon recharges. It does not, so it's gonna bite you. Got a 18. So you take 2 piercing and 7 radiant. And then Ramus, the one attacking you, is going to try to bite you.
I'll flash it to give it disadvantage.
Because it's in a shit position to try to use its breath weapon. Didn't really hit anybody. Okay. All right, disadvantage. Here we go.
Fuck.
Miss.
Oh, that misses. Thank God. Okay.
Miss, yeah. Ramus is
Thought it
pretty
was
well
a
armored.
17, yeah.
Okay. All right. So then the dogs are done. Ramus, it's your turn.
All right. The chains that are around, are we able to move through it, or?
Yes. Yeah. You can move through this area. They're all just flailing.
Okay.
Keep thinking of like the alien tentacles from Independence Day.
Yeah.
They're just big rubbery muppety chain attacks.
I will move around the creature to the other side, and I will punch him with inflict wounds.
Oh boy.
It's a melee.
You
attack.
wanted to move. You wanted to move outside of the range.
Yeah.
You can move around in them. If you move outside, just like what happened, yeah, you'll get it. Attacks of opportunity are still.
Attack.
Yeah.
Okay. Then never mind.
Yeah.
I will first move up the spiritual weapon to the creature and hit it, the boss creature.
Okay.
So, spiritual weapon 27 or 7 force damage.
Okay.
All right, then I see that everyone's really low, so I'm going to cast mass cure wounds on everybody in our party. Everyone heals for 16, including little action on the ground.
All right, little
Very
action heals
nice.
4 times their hit points.
Yeah.
Like wakes up like startled and surprised. Like grabs the hole in their clothes where I guess they're wearing like a blanket. But yeah, they're just like, what just happened? Everybody else recovers your 16 hit points.
Nice.
Cool beans. All right. Okay. Little action is going to make a random melee attack against a creature within reach. There is a creature in reach. The chains that are flapping around. So little action reaches over, grabs a piece of debris off the ground to use as a club, and just starts swinging it at the chains. So let's see how that goes. They miss. Surprising no one.
Yeah, well, we
Good
tried.
stuff. Panicky club flailing. All right. Berg, that's your turn.
Adam, I think I'm gonna smack things.
Do it.
Damn it.
You miss. If only you could have inspired yourself.
Yeah. I just don't believe in myself that much. Again.
Hey.
There you go. That'll do her. All right. 9, and then another 10, and then roll your d6.
Yep.
JP
3 in a
cursed you
row,
so
JP.
hard. That's 3 in a row.
God.
Look at that shitty face he's making too. What a
Oh,
shit.
man.
The exact same roll
3 times for that since you said that.
Like this. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Bobby. I put that curse on you. You know, it's been tough.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Bird will come through.
Yeah, he always does.
All right. So, yeah. Do you want to do anything else there, Max? I think you're done, right?
Still alive? I guess so.
Yeah, it's still alive. Yep. Okay. Big chain boy. It is going to make a shit ton of attacks. First against Little Action, who is again dead.
Oh my god! How does
So Little Action, we see Little Action fighting this chain, like, and then the chain just stabs him in the neck. It's like, and he dies too.
Now, isn't there something that if it does like double your actual HP or something, it kills you?
Yeah, so it does 18 damage, which is 16 more health than it has. So he's just outright a corpse, which in the real world would be concerning. But
That's true.
he's
Here it's
dead.
like, whatever.
Dead.
Okay.
But now it's a little more complicated, him coming back. And hopefully he doesn't come back missing his divining abilities. That's the risk. We'll see. So there's that. That hit first. That's number one. I got 5 more.
Dude, he's
Ramus.
got the perfect thing to lose, though. That fucking addiction.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. Ramus, you hit for 13. I was going to say Yotazo. No, it's not. It's Broken Promises.
You got crit.
Broken Promises, I get a crit.
Okay.
Or 22. Hey, you're still
Okay.
up. Crit for
That sounds good.
You know,
for
every
22.
time you roll with that chain, you just do so much damage. It's always so good.
Maharib.
We want that to
A
be
miss.
Max, it only happens.
Maharib.
I have this power and I alone, Max.
Okay, so I crit Maharib.
Fucking god! 3 out of the last
So you take 18 slashing damage.
Okay.
I think I have two left. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have one more. And let's throw one at Amira.
It's a miss, right?
And that is, I think, a hit on her. I don't think she has that much armor. Yeah, that's a hit.
You know, it's
Fuck.
Just
suddenly not so
doesn't have a
bad just
shield.
fighting this hound over here.
Yeah, no, we're in Shitsville. You're in like Dumpland, but you know, we're over here.
You got plenty of
Chain
HP.
City
You
over
can do
here.
it.
I'm not
All right,
worried about me
Maharib.
though.
Yeah.
Actually, every other roll was a crit.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Back
on top.
I'm trying to. I mean, I guess technically I could try to grapple this thing and like move him away, but would that mean that the people that are going outside of range also get an opportunity of attack if I'm grappling him to move him away? How'd that work? Or can I
no,
even do that?
forced movement. Forced movement does not invoke attacks of opportunity.
Well,
Just to prevent like that very thing, basically.
I can either do 3 attempts without any bonus of D8 plus 7, or I can try to grapple him and move him the fuck out of range.
Dude, you kill, so kill, I would say.
Yeah.
Just kill him.
All right. I'll just do 3 attacks.
Grapples are so hard to pull off.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what its strength is either. All right. I'll attack it 3 times. 25. It's a hit. 8 damage.
Yep.
Second attack. Crit fail. Third attack. 19
That's another hit.
for 9 damage. So 17 total.
Okay. All right. Still holding on. You're hacking into this thing. It's falling apart very swiftly. But it's still fighting. Broken Promises?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, at the beginning of your turn, having been grappled, Broken Promises, you take 2d6 damage.
Yep.
You want to roll it or do you want me to do it?
Oh, you roll it.
Okay.
Adam always rolls so. Oh my god, he rolled exactly.
Exactly 8 damage. So for your turn, you don't have to make a death save because you make death saves at the beginning of your turn. But you are squeezed unconscious by the chain, and then dropped on the floor. Boom.
Sounds good.
Okay. Amira will attack the thing. And I'm gonna roll 2d20. Best one.
I do have that. Hold on. I do have that Strength of the Grave, right?
You do, yeah.
Oh yeah. You have like a shadow thing. Do you want to do it? Do the thing.
Let me
Do the
just
shadow
put
thing.
that in there.
Right. You're a zombie. You're two
DC
zombies. You have
5
a
plus
divine
the
zombie and a
damage
shadow
taken.
zombie. Yeah. So 13.
DC 13.
Oh, you're totally gonna get your
Charisma.
turn unless you like
Okay.
really blow it. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't really blow it. You didn't
Okay.
really blow it.
You did not really blow it. Okay, so you're still grappled. You have 1 hit point. The thing squeezes you, and any normal person would die. You do not.
Right. Okay. So yeah, it's and I just grab put my hand on his fucking face and try to because I can't because Firebolt is a targeted spell, so that would be a disadvantage, right? Make a
you
ranged
cast
spell attack.
Firebolt? Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I misheard you. I was
Okay.
like, you can't cast Fireball.
No, Firebolt. Okay, so I'll just do Frostbite again. And
Okay.
and you get advantage on the saving throws?
Yeah, he gets advantage on saves. So you're in kind of a tough position because he gets.
You know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna just I'm buzzing out. I grab the cape, and you see just woof, and I go woof, and I'm if possible, I'm up here on the roof.
Yeah. What does it do? What does the thing do?
It's the Cape of the Mountebank or Mountebank. I'm not sure how to say it. But it does just the Dimension Door spell, which is this. Teleport yourself to any other spot within
As an
range.
action.
Yep.
Okay. So you don't move, so your grapple doesn't matter. That's a great way to break out of it. It's like Misty Step. All right. So and you're well within range. 500 feet, no problem.
Yeah.
So you just vanish. So I think what happens is this thing has got these chains wrapped around you, crushing you, and then you get crushed. You Obi-Wan Kenobi this shit. It just goes and crushes you, but you're not in there. You're over here. Yeah, shadow stepping. All right, cool.
Okay, that's the first time Maharib's seen that shit.
Yeah, it's not the first time it's happened, but it's the first time any of the characters here have seen it.
Right.
Yeah.
So you vanish and reappear. You still have a bonus action if there's anything you want to do with that.
Sure. I mean, why not? I can hobble the thing.
Hobble the fuck out of
Because
it.
you haven't cast a spell yet, so.
Which
have a bon-
dexterity saving throw or its speed is halved until next turn. I'm just pissed
Which,
enough to do it, so fuck it. I'm just gonna be
just for kicks.
oh, fly! Throw that at me. See, just bits of the cape, like the ribbons come out, and just towel snaps around the legs,
Yeah, I think if we want to go full anime here, the bits of the cloak fly towards it to grab it, and then the chains shred it in midair as the bits come flying towards it. So it's you get Todd McFarlane, and it doesn't. It makes a save.
Oh, for sure.
Cool. All right. So the two remaining hounds. Let's do Ramus first.
Disadvantage on the roll.
Okay, you jam your hand in its face and blast it. It misses you. Man, that ability's great. Getting some mileage out of that shit. And then one for Berg. We got 18. 18's hit. Hold on. That was the wrong fucking thing. Let me roll that again. There it is. There's the bite. Okay, it's 22. You get 4, so 2 piercing and 5 radiant.
Way to go, dog. You're hurting me so much.
An asshole. Ramus?
Yeah, the
it's your
dog
turn.
answers back. Thanks, bro.
All right.
Thanks, I've been trying.
First, I'll take another swing at
fucking
the boss with spiritual weapon.
Okay. So you want to move the weapon to here?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
crit him for 12. Doesn't do that much
Exactly
damage.
dead. He's exactly dead. So he's got these chains flapping around. What does this look like, Ramus? How do you spiritual weapon this guy to death with your hammer?
He's so distracted with attacking everyone, he doesn't see the hammer come up behind him, and it just clobbers him in the back of the skull, or what
Nice.
kind of skull he has, and just knocks his head straight in, and it caves in.
Yeah,
from the back.
cool. So just smashes him in the back of the head, caves his head in. Yeah, the chains immediately, they freeze in midair, and then starting from the center, very quickly from the center mass, they turn into flower petals. just all the way out to the end. They just turn into flower petals and just drift to the ground. And then the area, I was gonna say it's quiet, but it's not. You can hear more screaming and fighting elsewhere in the city, but he's gone, and the hounds are like, I'm gonna make a save for them on their turn because their master is dead. Okay, anything else, Ramus? Because you still got the rest of your turn. You got a hellhound up in your face.
And I'll do Toll the Dead on the hellhound.
Hell yeah! All right.
DC 19 Wisdom save.
Okay. The hound does not have advantage on these saves. And
25
it's a
25
16.
necrotic. 25 necrotic
All
if it's
right.
injured.
Nice. Yeah, 25. Or no, sorry, 15. Yeah, or 16. One more. There it is. Okay, cool.
Did he die? What happened?
Good.
Yeah, the big guy's dead.
It didn't die. No, it's still alive. Yeah.
What the?
I
no,
was
the
gonna
big-
find
the
out
big
what
guy's
little action
dead.
does.
The dog's
but
alive though.
He's dead.
Big
Big guy's
dead,
dead.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Berg, your turn. You got a dog in front of you.
See if I can finish this shit up over here. Except there's one more by Ramus. Never mind. Nice.
Nice. It's a hit.
All right.
Okay, so
We're breaking
14.
this
Oh, you
curse.
kill it. Yeah, you kill
I
it.
didn't even get to roll.
You can roll. I
it.
mean, yeah,
Fine.
yeah. I mean, you would technically have rolled it, but it doesn't matter. If you want to roll to see if you break the curse, you can. But it's dead, and you can move and do other things.
No, because I'd rather break the curse than an actual hit. 'Cause can
I
move
don't
over
know.
and
You're not in attack range of anything else. Like you'd have to be here to get at this hound. So,
I can't just like.
oh, but
hover
you
from
move
behind
you
and
move
smack.
fast, right? You got like a 40 movement rate,
It's
don't
like-
you?
Oh, it's
Yeah,
40.
it's got
Yeah,
40,
True, I
yeah.
can
Yeah,
get
you're
there.
fucking super fast. Yeah, you can
Yeah, because that went up
get all
recently.
over the damn place.
Jesus Christ.
Go ahead.
I can go everywhere.
You're so
Yeah, so
fast.
I'll go right
Yeah,
next
get
to,
over there.
I'll go right next to Ramus.
All right, do it.
Then smackaroo the doggaroo.
All right. Nice. That's a hit. For 15. You kill that one too. You don't even need to roll the other damage. That one's dead too. You're cursed forever.
Do it anyways.
Yeah.
Aha! It's lifted.
So you run over, you smash one, and then rush to Ramus's side, and then just finish the other one off with another hammer blow, and it is dead, and the battle is over. Mira runs over to Little Action at the end of the fight and like grabs him, like, "Uh-oh, like I didn't pretend he died." And she like runs over in a panic to check on him. And I think maybe before we find out the status of Little Action, maybe we take a break.
Yeah.
wanna do that?
We are
Okay.
owed a break. So let's go ahead and take one and then come back and go in the second half here of Court of Swords. So we'll be right back with more right after this. We'll see you guys then.